wanna do. Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, 44. I got you. You're all mine. baby. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. So not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Ready. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Hey, Foxtrot. 53's mine. 53. Check 53. So don't say nothing. Ready?
Back to throw. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Recon, 152 fighter.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Right here, right here.
Hey, Haywood! Go, now!
They'll look to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls, because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB, and guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Mayfield on 3rd down from his end zone. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. That incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
58, boy, 58, Mike.
What up?
2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll run for it with Love. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Exit, exit.
Hey, echo.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor?
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check the hot read. Kill, kill, kill. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, Charlie.
58, come on.
Let's go.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
60 out
A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yeah. Ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now they try the right side here. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again. 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
6 guys. Hey. 5.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 36.
On 1st down, here's Love. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away. Mayfield on 1st down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Now a handoff looking right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Hernandez. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Got it. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
2nd and 13. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
A first down throw for Mayfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 9, check 9. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check, check. Who draw Porter? Run, run, run.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. He'll look to throw. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On the ready.
53, Mike. Check.
Pilot, 64, read.
Check 3, check 3.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
It's fourth down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down?
58, boy, 58, Mike.
Now back to throw. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Mike, 53.
X3, 218, chop.
Shit. Mike,
Going to give it to Love. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Bryce Love, his second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Patriots 21, Chiefs 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Chiefs will go at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in in for a Kansas City touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey! 58's the mic. 58.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Gronkowski's got it complete over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12.
Look at me, zipper!
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run with Love. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
53, Mike 53.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Watch the pass. Check. 53 is the mic. Topper. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Fourth down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
180.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
53 is the mic.
They'll look to throw. He hits Gronkowski on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Back to throw. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go!
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
A gain there of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now it's Breida, and an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Matt Breida, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play
and that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 75 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jared Davis in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Hey, Charlie.
Quit talking about it and bring it. 53.
Ready?
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jared Davis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Back to throw.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, the 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.